evening, Pak Ferry.
Good evening,
We are from State Polytechnic
Jakarta,
Jakarta
in Depok,
in Depok.
under University of Indonesia,
Yes, of course.
UI.
Yes.
Okay.
And then me is Hana Khairunisa.
Hana,
Yes, and my friends is
My name is Rafly Yudin.
Rafly,
Me Simon.
Simon. Okay. Hana, Simon, Rafly. Okay.
Can we start the...
question.
Please.
Okay. Pak, could you introduce yourself please and about your school background?
Okay, I'm Jakartan actually, because every time people ask me where do you come from, I tell them I'm from Jakarta. Yeah. Okay. So I spent the mandatory education from elementary school to the high school in Jakarta. SMA 31 Jakarta, that's my high school. Sini kan dua-dua. And then I went to Bogor Agriculture University. Now it's called IPB University. That's for my undergrad, my major in Fisheries. And then I continue my master in Bandung Institute of Technology and National Graduate Institute for Policy Studies in Tokyo. And then finally I got my PhD from University of Rhode Island in Rhode Island, United States. Rhode Island is the smallest state in America. So America has 50 states. Nah, Rhode Island is the smallest state. Kalau yang the largest state itu Alaska. Alaska, and then the second is Texas. That's my background of my education. So,
Why are you interested to major in fisher at first?
to be honest,
Yes.
I just want to go to state university. My parents cannot afford if I go to private university. So I get the invitation from IPB, just like schools. I don't know how to call it, but you can enroll
Yeah.
university without test.
Oh,
USMI, PMDK.
Yeah.
Kalau sekarang namanya apa? Beda-beda ya.
Yeah.
Terus gitu. So I got that invitation. So I thought to myself, why don't I take it?
so it's just like become accidentally?
Just like an accident, but then you start to love it,
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's not love at the first sight.
Just like time and...
Time improves your love to the things that you study.
Okay.
Please.
Now, can you explain where do you work and what about your job desk
I have just returned to Indonesia for 3 months.
for 3 months?
Ya, baru 3 bulan. Jadi I'm still adapting, adjusting myself. So right now I return to my section in the Directorate of Fishing Port. So this is KKP, Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries.
Yeah.
Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries has 10 Directorate General or agency. One of them is Directorate General of Capture Fisheries or Fisheries Directorate General Perikanan Tangkap. Under Directorate General Perikanan Tangkap or under Directorate General of Capture Fisheries, there are 5 directorates, and one of them is Fishing Port, Pelabuhan Perikanan. So I'm back to my job, mostly related with the management or the governance of fishing port in Indonesia.
But why you don't find the job in another?
Because that's a very good question. He is kind of curious guy, smart. I like it.
Yes, I know.
I like it. I like that kind of guy. He curious because my study was funded by the government.
Oh,
So I spent 4 years in the United States. It was funded by the government of the Republic of Indonesia. So they pay my tuition fee, my academic expenses, including my living allowance. So every month I get a kind of salary from the government in US
Oh.
dollar.
It's like a scholarship.
Oh, yeah, it's a scholarship. So that's why after I finish my study, I have to go back to my old job. I have to return to my country, and I cannot find or what you call it, leave my job
Yes.
unless I have to complete. There is a formula for it, 2n plus 1. N is the length of the study. So if I spend 4 years, so it means that 2 multiplied by 4 plus 1. At least I have to go back to my office for 9 years until I can leave my job. That's common. That's the general formula for government employee or civil servant like us when we get the scholarship. So actually, I'm lucky. So that's the good thing of being a government employee or PNS or a civil servant. The most important thing is, thank you so much. The most important thing, you can get free education,
Yes.
just like that. Because, the tuition fee, even for undergrad in Indonesia, is very expensive. I have to face it in the next 2 years. My son now, as I already told you, my son now is in the second year of high school. So next year, I have to prepare him to enroll the university, and it costs me a lot of money.
Yes.
And then, can you explain the structure in this company?
Structure of this company, well, you can see it on the website. Actually, I already explained you about. Okay, this is the big organization, right? Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries. Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries. It has 10 Directorate General or agency. Directorate General Capture Fisheries, Aquaculture, Monitoring, and then in each Directorate General there are 5 directorate.
Yeah.
That's why perhaps you recognize or you remember that our President, Mr. Joko Widodo, during his inauguration speech, he wants to simplify the bureaucracy because there are 4 levels of bureaucracy in Indonesia, right? Dirjen, Direktur, Kasubdit, Seksi. It's very complicated. That's why the President wants to simplify this bureaucracy to make it simple so that it can move faster.
Do you think the simply that work or
It takes time. It takes
Yeah.
time because sudden change is also not good. It takes time to adjust.
Yeah.
So, why you interested in this job?
As a government employee, it's a safe job. To be honest, previously I worked for a private company. I worked for a manufacturer. It was the largest tuna processing company in Indonesia.
Are you happy here?
Well, when you're talking about salary, if you're working for a private company, particularly you guys in the IT business, that's the future. I believe that when you get a job, you get better, much higher salary than us.
Well, next question.
You are from Sundanese, right? You are Sundanese. I can see from your accent. Sundanese cannot spell F. I live my life for you. Yeah. It's okay. Don't be shy. Be confident.
This is that.
My wife's Sundanese. My wife's Bandung.
Same.
Well, next question. What the benefit about your job?
Except
I
your
already
salary.
explained. Except the salary.
Yes.
I told you already, right? I can travel
Yeah.
in the largest artist flight in the world, in Indonesia. I have visited more than 30 provinces. I can get free education if I'm lucky. Scholarship, yeah. And pension.
Yeah.
When you're working for the private company, when you finish, okay, thank you, goodbye. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your education. Here's some money. Goodbye. Golden handshake. But for me, I will retire at 58. So when I retire, they will give me pension every month. I don't have to go to work. That's the most way. That's why people are competing to get into a civil service. for the rest of my life till I die, till I die, or even my something, I don't know the new regulation. I haven't checked it, but I think my son will also receive it. Perhaps I don't know. I'm not so sure. I haven't checked the new regulation about the next part. Yeah, the after work or the retirement years for the civil servant.
You already told us that when you work in permanent type, you will get bored, and how you solve the bored.
That's very good question. Just like anybody else, I try to entertain myself. We are lucky now. We live in the internet era, so you can access YouTube, you can access Facebook, social media. That's common. When people get bored and they can go or they stuck in their place, it's common things. Okay, take a break for a while, scrolling on your Instagram, Facebook.
Do you think it's okay to take some rest time in?
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
But you have to remember that your primary job or your primary task, right? Just break 10 or 15 minutes, okay. I think it's acceptable because we are not robot. We are just human. We need to take a rest.
I see you are so busy like that.
No. It was just my friend. He wants me to come to his place because there's something that I need to sign.
But feeling your family about your children.
Of course, they are very proud. They are very happy because, as I told you, this is the safest job.
The time for your children.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, for example, when I went to the United States for 4 years, I had to live separately with my wife, with my family. So that's the consequences. I mean, that's the risk. Just like your brother-in-law, he travels a lot. His wife stayed at home, or sometimes when his wife soon travels, he stayed at home. But that's the good things because you don't have to stay in the same place for a long time. That's one of the benefits of being civil servant.
I have some question.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you think about Ibu Susi, Ibu Susi?
She's great. She has done many things that I have never imagined before. That's beyond my wildest dream.
do you ever get stuck in your job and
Of course.
you can solve it by yourself?
No. Many times we will be stuck in our job. That's why we need a friend. We need a friend to help us. You cannot work alone. You cannot work individually. You need to be friends with as many as possible. So when you are in trouble, they will come to help you. That's the key. I'm lucky. I mean, when I graduated from ITB, I don't know what to do. It was very difficult for Fisheries graduate to get a job. If you are from IT,
Yes.
you have more market job, wider, larger market job. Every company needs an IT guy, but Fisheries is a very small sector. So it's was very difficult for me to get a job. I applied more than 100 letters, to be honest. But you know what? My first job was offered by my friend. So okay. I was active in student fairs. So, okay, why don't you join us? We become a reporter for a small magazine. So that's why. Keep your friends. As a wise man said, 1,000 friends are not enough, but one enemy is more than enough. Try to be friends with everybody as many as possible because you don't know when you graduate, you need to find you a job, or perhaps they can offer you a project or something like that. That's why I'm a kind of person who believes that we cannot work alone. Enough from you? Enough? That's it?
10 years is enough.
Enough?
Yes,
That's it.
okay, so, but very thank you for your time and
Thank you very much.
We are-
I'm happy to share my, my experience with the young people, with the young generation, because actually I have a son who is in high school, so that's why hopefully they can follow your path, continue study. Thank you very much.